So, Shavua Tov, Chanuka Sameach. It's wonderful to be together with everyone in the middle of the holiday of
Lovely.
Hanukkah. We're already in the sixth night, and in honor of Hanukkah, as the instruction of the Rebbe, wherever there is a public gathering, there should be also a Hanukkah menorah lit. And so
Yeah.
we're going to light, not with the blessings, but
And
we're fulfilling the mitzvah
this is a JBL
of
split
Pirsuma
six.
Nisa, the
We switched
publicizing
it to
of the
there.
miracle.
It was
And
only
so
normal people.
we'll honor Rabbi K.
Then
I don't
don't
have
speak.
anyone else to honor over here. In order to light the Hanukkah
Oh,
menorah, we'll light the menorah all together, and then we'll get to the
don't be on mute, Jake.
Hanukkah songs
Right?
as well.
Miltic. So then I realized
We
what
can
I
light. We don't
hear.
say a
One,
blessing,
two,
or we can
six,
say
which
the
is at
blessing without Hashem's name. So we can say the two
what
blessings, but without Hashem's name. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvosov
so
v'tzivonu lehadlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'aviseinu bayomim hohem bizman hazeh.
up again.
Tididai, 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 ladai, ladai, ladam. I ladam, I ladai, 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 ladam. Oh, yenai, ladadam, I am, ahoy, ladam. I let I Tailadam, Iladam, Tailadam, oh, Iladam, Ahoy, Ladam, Haneves, Halolu, Haneves, Halolu, Haneves, Halolu, Halolu, Haneves, Halolu, Onu Madlikin, Al Hachues, Brom, 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 ta-da-dum, brom, 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 ta-da-dum, Haneres halolo, brom, 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 ta-da-dum, brom, 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 ta-da-dum, Onu madlikin ala chues v'yal hanisim v'yal haniflois she'osi sola v'seinu she'osi sola v'seinu ביומים ההם בזמן הזה ביומים ההם בזמן הזה על ידי כהניך הקדשים על ידי כהניך הקדשים על ידי כהניך הקדשים, על ידי כהניך הקדשים, Al yedei kayanecha hakdeshim, al yedei kayanecha hakdeshim. Tadadadam, 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 tadadadam. Ta-da-da-dam, 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 ta-da-da-da-yadam. Ta-da-da-dam, 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 ta-da-da-da-da-da-dam. V'chol shmeinas yemei Chanuka neos halolu kedeshem. V'chol shmeinas yemei Chanuka neos halolu kedeshem. V'chol shmeinas yemei Chanuka neos halolu kedeshem. Koideshem, 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 koideshem. V'yein lodno rishos, lishtamesh bohein, lishtamesh bohein, lishtamesh bohein. V'chol shmeinas yemei Chanuka neos halolu kedeshem. V'chol shmeinas yemei Chanuka neos halolu kedeshem. V'yein lodno rishos, lishtamesh bohein. Nehelo lireison. Bilvad, bilvad, kedei leidei sulhalel, leidei sulhalel, leshimecha hagadel. Leidei sulhalel, leshimecha hagadel. Leidei sulhalel, leshimcha hagadel. Leidei sulhalel, leshimcha hagadel. Al nisecha v'al nifleisecha v'al yeshuasecha. 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 Lechana el shabeach, dikon beis befilosi, desham toidon nezabeach, le'esachin matbeach, minsan nabeach, ozegmor b'shir mizmor, Chanuka samizbeach, azekmor b'shir mizmor. Chanuka samizbeach. Moshiach, 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 oh yeah, la la la, hey Moshiach. Moshiach, ואף על פי שישמע כל זה אחכה כל יום שיבוא. ואף על פי שישמע כל זה אחכה כל יום שיבוא. שיבוא משיח, שיבוא No, a Freilichen Chanukah, and we will go immediately now to our story. Our story takes place, the beginning of the story takes place on October 7th. And we all know the horrific grievances that the Jewish nation was left from October the 7th, and till this very day we have losses. Soldiers are falling in battle. But on that particular morning, there was a young man a young man. He was right before his bar mitzvah. His name is Ariel, and he lives in kibbutz Kfar Nitz, uh, Nitzan Oz, down in south. And he went early in the morning. That was his regular schedule. He went for his regular run, 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, there were sirens, there were missiles, but that was something that was it became a regular everyday happening, that there are sirens and there are missiles, and there are missiles that are blowing up, not exactly on the kibbutz, but whatever. He went for his run. And on his way back, he encounters the army security forces, and they tell him not to continue to his home, but he should come with them. He asks, "What's going on? What happened? Why can't I go home?" So they explained to him that there was a terrible raid of terrorists. The Hamas raided the Eretz Yisrael, and they raided also this kibbutz, and it's a tragic situation where bullets are flying, and there are terrorists that are running around free, and it's very dangerous. He understood, and he went with the security forces. As they are coming to a more secure area, so there were people from Zaka. These are the emergency call paramedics. It happens to be not only emergency call paramedics, but they are also observant, even Hasidic Jews that volunteer to this particular force, and they came over to the young boy. He was there. He was literally like 12 plus. He was right before bar mitzvah, and they told him that his house is going up in flames, and besides that, he had lost all his family, both his parents and all his siblings. They were killed by the monstrous terrorists. And as the house is going up in flame, they asked him, the Zaka force, the observant paramedics that were there, they asked him if there's anything in his home that he would like them to save, if there's anything that they can do for him. He thinks for a minute. He's in the middle of his tears because he was just told about the loss of his entire family, and then he becomes very serious, and he says, "Yes." I said, "What is it?" He says, "My father not long ago purchased for me for my bar mitzvah a pair of tefillin. And that pair of tefillin my father gave me for the bar mitzvah is in the house. And if you are able to go into the house as it is and to find it, I will be unbelievably grateful to you." This is a boy of almost 13, but this is what's going through the boy's mind at this unbelievable, shocking situation. They go to the soldiers. The soldier says, "Listen, it's dangerous, but if this is what the boy wants, and the paramedics are willing to go, so we're willing to go with you to back you up to make sure that you're safe." They said, "Yes, this is his request. He lost all his family. This is what we'll do." They go back to the home, and they start looking high and low, all the cupboards, all the drawers, looking for what? For a pair of tefillin. And time is going by, and it's literally it's a danger to be in the house, not only because of the fire that's burning, but because the terrorists are free at large. And then all of a sudden, one of the paramedics shouts out, "Matzati, Matzati!" He found it. He found the pair of tefillin. They take the pair of tefillin, and this entire force goes out of the house. They go back to the secure area where the boy was, Ariel, and they hand him the tefillin. He takes the tefillin and hugs it like he's hugging his own father. That's the love he showed the tefillin. And he looked at him. He looked at the paramedics, at the soldiers, with tears in his eyes, and he says to them in Hebrew, "Toda rabah," thank you very much. Time goes by, and from Simchas Torah, October 7th, comes Chanuka, Tafshin Pei Daled, 5,754. In other words, 2024 Chanuka, last year. And he's going to celebrate his bar mitzvah, this young boy Ariel. All the kibbutz gathers together in order to celebrate and to make it as joyous as possible for this boy. Big, very high-ranking people from all over the government come for the bar mitzvah, and big rabbis also show up. Among the rabbis that showed up was Rabbi Yisrael Lau, Israel Lau. He used to be the chief rabbi of Israel, the Ashkenazic chief rabbi of Israel. He's an unbelievable orator. He went through the terrible and monstrous German World War II, the terrible monstrous teeth of the Germans, Yimach Shmam Zichram, in World War II. And he gets up in order to bless Ariel, and he looks at everyone that is gathered together, and he shakes Ariel's hand and he gives them a very big hug, and he tells them like this. He says, "You know, we have something very much in common. You, as a young boy, you went through this monstrous terrorist attack, and you lost your parents, all your siblings. And I," he says to him about himself, "I also went through World War II in the concentration camps, and he also lost his parents and his siblings, and therefore he feels a very strong connection to the bar mitzvah boy, to Ariel." He tells Ariel as follows. He says, without going into all the melancholy and the shocking situation that the boy went through, he goes straight to the point, and he says, "The fact that Hashem has left you here alive is a edus. It's a testimony to the fact that you have enormous powers, unbelievable strength. And with this strength, you are able to go and to be the champion. You're able to go and to conquer any field in life if you only desire to do so." Which also, by the way, has to do with the Dvar Malchus of this week's Parsha, of Parshas Vayigash, where the Rebbe says that this is exactly the situation of every single Jew, today, here and now. That we only need to have the desire, to have the urge, and to have the will, and whatever we want to accomplish in holiness, in Kedusha, in the study of Torah, the observance of mitzvahs, and also part and parcel, the bringing of Mashiach, is not only possible, but it's a fact. Rabbi Yisrael Lau turns to the boy, and he says to the boy, "I wish to be a participant in this tahalich, in this process, because this is not something that happens overnight. It has to do with an entire process of going and arousing our desire, arousing our will, wanting to go and to do what we feel and what we desire. And with this, I would like to offer you to be your brother. And whatever needs that you have, whatever assistance that you might find that you need, whatever might be the point that you find that there is a challenge that might seem too large for you, believe me, it's not too large. We need sometimes the encouragement and the help from behind. And I'm here for you. This is a rabbi in his 80s, late 80s. I'm here for you in order for you to be able to accomplish and to carry out your will and your desire in life. And these are the words. These are the words of Rabbi Lau. The Rebbe comes and stresses these words in the great wisdom of Shlomo HaMelech. Shlomo HaMelech comes and says, "Ve'hachai yitain el libei." It's true that people have perished, people might have passed away. Hashem should watch over us. We shouldn't have any more of these kind of situations. But the main thing is ve'hachai, the ones that are left living, yiten el libei. We are meant to bring this into and bring this into our meaningful heart and mind, and see what this actually means for us. How are we supposed to go, and how are we able to go and to bring about a greater light in the world? And this light is not only for the neshama of the person that passed away, but it's also a light for the living. It's a testimony for the living, for each and every one of us here, to be able to go and to have a flame, like we see here by the Chanuka lights, a flame that goes higher and higher, like the Mishnah comes and tells us that the halacha is as Beis Hillel, Hoylech Moisif Ve'er. We go and we continue to add in light, and not otherwise. This is what the Torah teaches us. This is what the Rebbe comes and brings into our constitution of understanding and feeling. This is what Rabbi Lau told this young bar mitzvah boy. And with this, Hashem should help that here and now should be the last moment of the Geula that we are not able to visualize yet with our eyes of flesh and blood. Hashem should give us the ability and the revelation of the redemption on a good and revealed basis, with the happiness and joy of the heart, with the tranquility of the mind and the soul. And the main thing is that it should be teichif umiyad, mamish, 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 immediately now. Yechi Adonenu Moreno ve'Rabbeinu HaMelech Ha'Moshiach Chai v'Kayim le'olam voed. A freilichen Chanukah, a happy Chanukah. Mashiach now.